Elfsight. Elfsight is one of those tools that if you're just getting started, you're probably not going to want to bother with it too much. What it does is it's a plugin software which has a bunch of different plugins. And what it does is those plugins could be added to your website in order to increase the look and feel and give you features that typically are not necessarily available with your typical WordPress site or your main website, whether it's System.io or Kajabi, things along these lines. Now, Elfsight is a phenomenal tool. I am a really happy customer and I use it for very specific use cases. And I want to give you a couple of them so you understand the benefit of it and also why it's not so important as a beginner. But as you scale, this is actually a great tool to really check out and evaluate. So I'm going to give you the most important use case I use, and that is Facebook reviews. You see, I have a thing that I like to refer to testimonials funnel. And what that means is you basically have a landing page or a sales page which showcases all your testimonials, everybody that have said something good about you, having worked with you, things along these lines. Typically, I love that strategy because I don't have to do a lot of talking myself. I just let my customers do the talking and showcasing the success that people have had working with me. And then when people see so many testimonials, they're like, okay, this must be legit. Let me work with this person. So this has been a great way for me to automate my business and streamline things so people want to sign up and work with me without me having to speak with them because they've seen so many social proof. Now, what Elfsight does is in my Facebook business page, I have a lot of testimonials. I got over 100 testimonials at the time of recording. Elfsight connects to my Facebook business page, and then I can customize the look and feel of all the testimonials. I can then get given a code from Elfsight, and I embed the code on my System.io account or my WordPress website or whatever. Here's the thing. Once it's embedded, I never have to embed it again. I never have to change the code. Every time somebody leaves a review on my Facebook business page, that information gets fed into Elfsight and the code on my websites gets updated. Now, in my case, because I have dozens and dozens of sales funnels, landing pages, and pages that showcase my testimonials, that means that I never, ever, ever have to update my testimonials on my websites. All I do is I embed the code from Elfsight on my website, and whenever somebody leaves a review, I don't have to send the information to a VA. I don't have to copy and paste. I don't have to take a screenshot. None of that. What that means, it saves me a tremendous amount of time, which is when I became a subscriber to Elfsight. So when I became a subscriber, I think I was paying about $350 per year. Now, you might think about that and be like, well, that's actually not a super cheap subscription. It's true. However, the time that it saves me is excellent. Like, it's just so much time that it saves me. And it saves me having to hire a VA to do this time every time. It saves me having to manually do this and add it to different pages. So just the fact that it just all automated, it just is really valuable to me. See, I've got a 4-step framework in my business that I follow. Eliminate, automate, systemize, and outsource. Eliminate things that I don't need to do. For example, I don't need to manually copy and paste different things. Automate. If that whole thing can be automated, that's amazing. Systemize, well, there's not even a system needed because it's all automated. And then I don't need to outsource. So I never get to system or outsourcing because this thing is automated. Now, here's the thing that I've learned in business. Automating is cheaper than outsourcing, typically. And that's why I follow that process. So if I can automate something, I would rather automate it before I have to outsource it. Now, I still outsource different things, right? For example, the studio I'm recording right now, technically I'm outsourcing. Instead of having a studio in my own house and things like that, I'd rather just have a place where I go to, where I can batch a bunch of content, and that works for me. So that is outsourcing. But I can't automate that particular process. I can also systemize it where I have the studio in my house, but then I have to worry about setting things up. I rather outsource all that stuff. So that's the framework that I use, and Elfsight gives me those automations that I really like. Now, there are other features that you can use with Elfsight. For example, you can set up Google Maps. So you can have a Google Maps on the website. So in case your editor doesn't have Google Maps, in System.io, it doesn't have Google Maps at the time of recording. So if you want to have Google Maps where it showcases where your office is or something like that, that's why it's good for. You can also set up a chatbot. So if you have a option for people to click and then chat with you on Instagram or WhatsApp or call you or anything like that. You can set up a widget on your website, and again, that's Elfsight. So there's many other features that Elfsight have. I'll have them all listed on the screen right now. And also on my YouTube channel, there will be a playlist with Elfsight tutorials, so you can see all the different types of tools that they have. If you want to check it out, around.link/Elfsight. Highly recommend this tool for automating different things. Definitely, if you're collecting testimonials on either Trustpilot or your Facebook business page or anywhere else for that matter, Elfsight is a great tool to automate that process.